All right, folks, we've got the man, the myth himself, Peter Corey here. We had a lot of people at the last couple of bike shows talking about the book and wanting to know about my father. So I thought take this opportunity. He's visiting for the day in Canmore to ask him straight up. Here he is. So, Dad, why don't you tell us about your professional cycling career? How did you get into cycling?
I found the pieces to put together a 3-speed bike, and that was my first bike. Painted it, so it was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then I decided to go for a ride, and I left Grimsby, Ontario, and with a friend, Paul Clark, we went to Prince Edward Island. So he had a 10-speed Peugeot, and I had a not so 10-speed made together by myself 3-speed. So it was a little tough to keep up. We didn't have all the modern conveniences. We camped along the way, stayed in washrooms when it was raining, had a leaky pup tent, whatever food we could find. Took us, if I remember, 2 weeks. It's about 1,300 miles. So it was a good first adventure, and that's how it all got started.
Now, most people know the story from the book about going across Canada together and the tours we did. So the million-dollar question is, how many times have you been on your bike since?
Well, a fair number of times. We did a couple of other trips together. Right? The one from Prince Edward Island to Ontario, the reverse of what I did when I was a kid. And then the one from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Ontario. So I don't know.
So we're up to 1997 or 8 now. What about the year since?
Well, when I retired, I did a fair bit of biking after that. I joined the Randonnaires group out of Kamloops, Alberta, and for a number of years did their 200 kilometer, 300 kilometer, and 400 kilometer rides.
Yeah.
So the reason I stopped cycling is I hurt my shoulder again playing hockey for the 5th time, and it was really hard on my neck and shoulder to support over long distances. So I was doing quite a bit of cycling up until, I don't know, 5 years ago.
And now what do you like doing?
Well, I'm pretty flexible actually. I like to paint, I like to landscape, I like to sail. We have a power boat I enjoy taking your mom out on. I enjoy being outside generally. Taking up golf in recent years. It's not as easy as cycling, let me tell you. I travel a fair bit, so it's a variety of interests, and of course we have family in diverse areas and 2 little grandchildren to try to keep happy. It's almost as bad as keeping the kids happy. So the bottom line is we have a very busy and full lifestyle.
And your son that continued on with the cycling and tried to make a go of it, you'll be happy to hear that I think this might be the 2nd year that I actually pay taxes. It's sustainable, I think, now. How does that make you feel?
I would call it a statistical anomaly. The fact that you're paying taxes at all. The fact that you paid them twice in a row. That's the earmark of a real change. So congratulations. As your mother and I get a little older, it's really important that you continue to pay more and more and more. So don't look at 2 years and out. Just keep up the trend line that you recently started.
Wisdom straight from the horse's mouth, Mr. Peter Corey. Anything else?
No, just have fun, be safe, don't take undue risk, but have lots of adventures and be kind to those around you.